Hello, everyone. So there is this Jeff Okorafor's take that I was supposed to have done some time ago, but I just didn't get to do it, and I found it quite interesting. And so I'm still gonna do. I'm still going to do it. Okorafor writes in Opinion Nigeria, and you can always find the full article there, and a lot of his other articles that he has done there. This time, he wrote about Governor of Benue State. Hyacinth, I don't know Hyacinth, I don't know how they pronounce this name actually, but that the governor of uh, Benue State, alias, that his flimsy excuse, a disappointing episode in Nigeria's democratic journey. And this is what Jeff Okoroafor had to write. He said Governor Alia's decision fits into a broader alarming trend in Nigerian politics where incumbents use state machinery to stifle opposition. From denying rally permits to blocking access to public spaces, these tactics are becoming normalized, weakening Nigeria's democratic fabric. When a sitting governor refuses a leading opposition figure the right to meet citizens in a public facility, it suggests that the government sees itself as an entity above accountability, one that can cherry pick who gets to engage with the people. And one of the things also for me that I know is the fact that there is freedom of association, there is freedom of movement in Nigeria. Wherever being a governor does not give you the right in any way whatsoever to say that people cannot travel into Benue State. This Governor Alia does not own Benue State. The fact that monies are put together and are shared, I've said it before, that as long as you come to Abuja to collect money from the center, then everybody have a right to talk about your state, be in your state, do whatever, as long as it's not a crime. So I don't get where this is whole. For those of you, okay, so let me just let me backtrack a little because I just assume everybody knows what it is. Governor of Benue State came out to say that he didn't want to see any political, any high VIP in his state. Nobody should go to the IDP. We all knew who he was talking to. He was talking to Mr. Peter Obi. As of there have been a lot of killings that have been happening in Benue State, in Plateau State. Of course, Mr. Peter Obi went on a condolence visit. He visited Plateau. He went to the IDPs. He donated money and all of that. And that was when, the governor of Benue State came out to say that nobody should come to their state. So that's what Mr. Jeff Okorafor is writing about. And he said, Governor Alia's recent refusal to grant Peter Obi access to public facility in Benue State and his subsequent justification for it marks yet another troubling episode in Nigeria's fragile democratic journey. His explanation citing security concerns and a lack of prior notice is not only unconvincing but also exposes a disturbing pattern of political intolerance that undermines the very essence of democracy. At a time when Nigeria desperately needs unifying leadership and open dialogue, Governor Alia's actions send the wrong message. The opposition voices are not welcome in Benue. This is not just about Peter Obi. It's about weaponization. It's about erosion of democratic norms, the weaponization of state power, and the growing culture of exclusion in Nigerian politics. Governor Alia's claim that Peter Obi's visit posed security risk is difficult to take seriously. Peter Obi is not a fringe agitator, but a former governor, a presidential candidate, and a widely respected political figure. His nationwide tours have been peaceful, policy-driven engagements with citizens, exactly the kind of discourse a healthy democracy should encourage. If a man of Peter Obi's stature can be denied access to a public facility like an IDP camp on such flimsy excuse, what does that say about the political freedom in Nigeria? The argument about lack of prior notice is equally hollow. If proper communication was indeed the issue, the governor's office could have simply worked with Peter Obi's team to rectify the situation rather than outrightly blocking the event. Other state governors, including those from opposing parties, have hosted Peter Obi without drama, recognizing that political differences should not prevent constructive engagement. Why couldn't Benue do the same? And by the way, the governor of Benue is supposed to be a Catholic priest. Governor Alia's decision fits into a broader alarming trend in Nigerian politics, where incumbents use state machinery to stifle opposition, from denying rally permits to blocking access to public spaces. These tactics are becoming normalized, weakening Nigeria's democratic fabric. While a sitting governor refuses a leading opposition figure the right to meet citizens in a public facility, it suggests that the government sees itself as an entity above accountability, one that can cherry pick who gets to engage with the people. This is particularly disappointing coming from Governor Alia, a clergyman whose background should ideally incline him towards inclusivity and dialogue. Instead, his actions mirrors the very political pettiness he once presumably preached against. The preach rich in mind. Leadership is about more than wielding power. It is about fostering an environment where the diverse voices can be heard, even when they challenge the status quo. Democracies thrive on debate, dissent, and the free exchange of ideas. When governors like Alia shut out opposition figures under dubious pretenses, they contribute to a culture of fear and suppression. If political opponents are treated as security threats rather than fellow citizens with differing views, Nigeria's democracy will remain stunted, dominated by exclusionary tactics rather than open competition of ideas. The people of Benue deserve better. They deserve a government that does not see every opposition figure as an enemy. They deserve leaders who understand that democracy is not just about winning elections, but also about respecting the rights of all citizens, including those who did not vote for you. Governor Alia should retract his decision and publicly reaffirm his commitment to political inclusivity. If there were genuine concerns about Peter Obi's visit, they should have been addressed transparently, not used as an excuse for a political blockade. Moving forward, Benue State should establish clear non-partisan guidelines for hosting political figures to prevent such needless controversies. Beyond this all is the fact that he doesn't even like his people, denying them the opportunity to get someone that could bring in succor and help just for petty reasons. Unbelievable. More importantly, Nigerians must hold their leaders accountable when they undermine democratic principles. Silence in the face of such exclusionary tactics only emboldens those who seek to shrink the country's democratic space. Governor Alia's refusal to accommodate Peter Obi is not just a minor political spat. It is a symptom of a deeper democratic decay. Weak excuses like security concerns and lack of notice cannot mask the obvious. This was an act of political exclusion, unbecoming of a leader in a democracy. If Nigeria is to progress, such behavior must be called out and corrected. The people of Benue and all Nigerians deserve leaders who embrace open discourse, not those who hide behind flimsy excuses to silence dissent. Cowards will always hide behind flimsy excuses. They cannot come out with their full chest and own whatever it is that they are doing. Anyway, yes, that's Jeff of Okoroafor. You can always check opinionnigeria.com to get more of his articles there, and he has really said it all. At the end of the day, when we have people who have no courage, who have no character, charlatans in office, this is what we get.